Mackey Motors in Lake City is the place to find new and certified used vehicles. With a knowledgeable sales staff and amazing service departments, you'll drive away satisfied. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City, MackeyMotors.com.
Joined here today by Wyatt and Wade Ragaller, of course, with the Carroll boys golf team. We're out here at the Larry Clark Invite at the Carroll National Golf Course. Good day for both of these guys. Wyatt shooting an 80 here today for the Tigers. Wyatt, not great conditions out there, really wet this morning, got windy, not exactly a warm day either. How did you handle the conditions and shoot the way you did today?
Just got to play the wind and then just kind of adjust to how it is. And I mean, everyone else is playing it, so you kind of just have to have that mindset.
So how did you play the wind today?
I played about 10 yards into the face, so I clubbed up about just one club.
Okay. Which hole did you start on today?
5.
5. How did the early part of the morning go for you?
I started off with the birdie, and then I was about 2 over through like the front 9, then ended up 10 over overall.
So the front 9, you said you were a 2 over. What holes did you feel like you played well?
Yeah, I felt like played pretty well. Just could have had a few more putts made, but other than that, it was pretty well.
So driver work well for you today?
Yeah.
Irons work well for you in the fairways? Were you hitting a lot of fairways off of the tee
Yeah,
box?
mostly putting was my problem.
Okay. A lot of 3 putts, or did you just mainly 2 putts? Or
Just mainly 2 putts and not being on the green enough.
Okay. Which holes were your best holes?
Probably hole 5 because I started off with the birdie, and then I'd say hole 2, the par 4.
Okay. Take me through those 2 holes. How'd they play out?
The hole 5, I had a pretty good drive, and then had a second shot was right on the green, and had a 10-footer for birdie and made it. And then the hole 2 had a decent drive, and then I was just off the green, chipped it to about a foot, and then made that for par.
You talked about, the putter not working for you today. Was it because of the greens? Were they kind of different? It sounds like they started off kind of slow and then sped up as the day went on.
They were all right, but I just was pulling some things. It just wasn't the best.
What do you take away from today then to help you through the rest of the season and with sectionals coming up?
I just need to stay out of bounds and then stay out of the water too.
That water hurt you today?
Yeah, I went in the water once, and then I went OB once.
Okay. I'm sure you'll get that fixed. Appreciate you joining us here today, and best of luck coming up.
Thank you.
You bet. Let's slide Wade Ragaller in here now. At 82 for you. How'd you feel about your day?
I felt pretty good considering the conditions that we're playing in.
How bad were the conditions for you?
It was really wet. A lot of water, just still water every shot.
It sounded like early on this morning you almost had to pick up every ball and kind of sit it somewhere else because of the standing water. How much did that impact you today?
I mean, being able to pick clean in place really helped because then you can get yourself a good lie. But sometimes if you didn't have a good area to put it in, it could screw you over a little bit.
Were you hitting the fairways pretty well off the tee box today?
Not towards the beginning, but towards the end I really was. And I started just hitting a 4-iron or a 3-wood off the tee box.
Is that the adjustment you made then, was to go away from the driver?
Yep. Until I guess I did hit it on my last hole on hole 7, and I hit it pretty good straight down the middle.
Okay. What was it with those irons that you felt more comfortable to be able to use those instead of the driver?
Just hit it straight and put it in play. Didn't have to go behind a tree every shot. And I thought that was a lot better than being 20 yards, 30 yards ahead, and then having the punch out.
How were you able to get out of the trees today? And I mean, at 82 or in 82, not a bad round.
Yeah. Sometimes it depends on the lie. If I was back further enough, I tried going over it. But if I would just hit a club up 2 and then just keep it low and just let it run up.
Putt well today?
Putting was probably my best thing today. Made a lot of 10-footers.
Take me through some of those best putts you had today.
Hole 18, I put it right in the middle of the fairway. Then I was just left, and I chipped just left of the green, chipped on, and I had a 10-foot putt. Rolled around the backside, and then the wind pushed it in. So that was pretty nice. And then hole 14, I had a nice birdie putt. That was 6 foot.
Take me through that hole then if you birdied.
In the middle of the fairway, I had 190 to the pin. I hit a 5-iron, but I hit a little low. It was a little lucky. It skipped across the water, and I had 20 yards out, and then I put it close, and I just one-putted.
How much did you miss it by on the chip where you left it close? Were you within a foot or so?
It was probably 5 feet maybe.
5 feet. Okay. What are you going to take away from today with sectionals coming up?
Try to keep the tee shots in play and in the fairway instead of having the punch out, because that could really cut some strokes off.
Do you feel like this was your best round of the year so far?
Yeah, it definitely was.
Perfect time to be kind of coming on, right?
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, we appreciate you joining us. Best of luck coming up.
Thank you.